Okay, we're good.
Okay. Oh, we got sound now.
We have sound now.
We have sound.
Well, that's good.
Hey, we wouldn't be the worst fucking show on the internet if we didn't jack this shit up every time.
It's always one stupid little button that somebody forgets to press.
It is. Still no sound? We got
no. There's sound. I heard it.
Okay, cool.
So we're back.
Well, good. Welcome back, everybody, to the worst show on the internet. It's full Gruntle. It's Wednesday. It's noon. A little after. It's time for you to hide under your desk. Go to the shit house.
Yes.
Hide out for about 45 minutes because you're gonna have a couple chuckles.
Or go in your boss's office and show him your booty hole.
Yeah. No,
don't do that.
Not at all. Well, it's good to be back. I wasn't here last week. What's going on? What'd you guys do?
Oh, we got the show shut down. We got it kicked off Facebook.
What did you guys do?
We made up really bad lyrics to really good songs, and they got a little... No, it wasn't bad. It wasn't like...
Right. It was just copyright infringement?
Yeah. It wasn't HR bad.
Yeah, well, there you go.
It was Facebook infringement.
Yeah.
Bad.
Okay.
Which is still good.
What's up, Brian, Scott, Andres?
Let us know in the chat room where are you listening from?
Yeah, make sure you smash that share button. We want to give away something today.
Let's give away. You know what we have to give away?
What?
We're going to start next week with our good friends at 97.3 The Eagle out of Virginia. We're going to be doing ticket giveaways for Patriotic Festival.
Yeah.
On their radio show and our show here.
That's good.
If you're in the Norfolk area, stay tuned. Or if you plan on traveling to Norfolk.
We got giveaways too. A lot of giveaways.
Clubs giving away 50, and these aren't cheap tickets.
Did you talk to my buddy Floyd yesterday?
Jesus.
I saw it.
You saw it.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, we're going to give some giveaways for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a good little
Brian is in Hampton, Virginia. So, Brian, you know what? Today we're going to do something special for you.
Los Angeles.
If you give us a call and chime in on whatever we decide to make a contest, I'm going to put 2 tickets aside for you.
Oh.
He's an active listener of the show.
Well, we got a game today.
What game?
You are on it, Dan.
Look,
it's a serial killer showdown, but we'll get to that later.
Oh, yeah, I did read that.
Serial killer showdown. That's going to be a lot of fun. So you're going to want to stick around with that opportunity to win something.
Serial killers. I hate when the little crotch goblins eat all my Cheerios.
What do you want? $25 gift card?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what.
$25 gift card.
That's not bad. That's good. That's table stakes. That's table stakes.
Yeah.
Right. Cool. All right. Well, we got some good news to share with everybody. Did you guys see the press release earlier this week?
Yes.
Yeah. It's pretty exciting. Why
don't you tell us about it?
So we have here at Grunt Style signed a pretty awesome book deal that will produce 12 books. VBT coming to you, right?
Yes.
Barnes and Nobles everywhere. We signed a great book deal with Defiance Press and Publishing.
Nice.
And we'll be doing 12 books over the next 3 years, a collectible series of violent but true bedtime stories. A call coming in.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what we got.
Give me 1 second.
Don't be Jacob. Jacob called last week, too.
Hey, yo. I miss Jacob.
Hello.
Not today.
Hello.
They hung up already.
These phones are they're finicky.
They're testy.
All right, yeah. So we'll be doing a collectible series on violent but true bedtime stories. The first book will be coming out here in July 2023. Very exciting. We'll be debuting that hopefully at the Comic-Con, San Antonio Comic-Con. So if you're in the San Antonio area or you like Comic-Cons, you're going to want to fly out to San Antonio July 7th through the 9th. Visit us. We've got Center Auditorium.
We are going to be in the epicenter of the nerd herd.
The nerd. Dan, I'm going to turn you into I'm going to have you rolling dice before the end of that weekend.
Rolling dice?
Yeah.
Playing craps?
D&D.
No. No.
We'll be rolling some crits, bro.
No. Trying to get your decks up.
So you know the lingo.
I did a lot of research when I wrote a video that we still haven't done yet.
Oh man! So yeah, it's gonna be pretty exciting. You're gonna be able to find that in almost every major book retailer in the United States.
That's pretty awesome. And there's already been some articles out about it, and you're already getting attention because they worried about you getting flagged and banned out of Texas schools.
Oh, yeah. That wasn't a very flattering article.
It's great. Are you kidding me? It's basically saying that the book is going to be fucked up and awesome, and everything that any
It's what America needs, man.
future warfighter would ever want to, and patriot would ever want to read.
Yeah. I think that what's great about the Violent but True Bedtime series is that it's highlighting great Americans, man.
Great Americans.
Great,
That is
fantastic
very,
Americans
very
that everybody should know.
educational.
That children should be growing up and saying, you know what, like Roy Benavides,
Yeah.
Herschel Woody Williams.
Yep.
Those are stories of incredible valor.
Kids should be learning in school. I want to grow up to fry Nazis
Yes.
with a flamethrower.
Absolutely. Like putting it down the air vent so everybody inside is roasted to 3,800 degrees.
Yes. Char broiled
What
freedom.
happened to the days that we used to drink from the blood of the blood from the skulls of our enemies? We've gotten soft.
Yeah. Yeah. Now
Now we're worried about who's on what beer can. Come on.
Participation trophies.
Yes.
It's crazy to me. So yeah, pretty excited about the book deal. So keep tuned for that one. Like I said, come down to San Antonio for the Comic-Con. You'll be able to hang out with us and a lot of our friends. We'll be talking about that over the next couple of weeks.
Oh yeah. We're going to have a very unique booth.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. So you want to get into the game, Dan?
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Or is there anything you want to talk about? What's going on in your life, man?
I already hit Patriotic Festival. Keep an eye on the social medias in Gruntle. A lot of cool events coming down the pipe.
Yeah.
We talked about Vegas last week.
What was it?
Cops for Kids poker tournament in Vegas
yeah,
next week.
You don't want me coming.
No.
Dan.
No.
Dan. You keep saying no like I'm a shitty poker player.
You are. You must have a leprechaun stuck in your basement that you screw every time you gamble. Because when you have, if you ever have the opportunity to meet Tim in Vegas and you see him first one at a blackjack table, just walk away. Because Tim plays so wild and he fucks everybody at the table.
Yeah.
Like he will
I'm not playing to make everybody else
he
rich.
will take that dealer's bus card. And as long as he wins, he doesn't care if you lose your money.
I don't give a shit.
He plays so wild, the pit boss had to come down. Then the pit boss's boss had to come down. And they're just sitting there watching him. And they're telling him, you can't do that. And Tim goes, what does he say to the pit bosses? Fuck you. He goes, I play how I want to play. You can't tell me how to play.
I walked off the table with like 14 grand with that.
Yeah. Then if you play poker with the man, he'll sit there with a 7-2 offsuit, the worst fucking hand in poker. You can raise like $15,000. He'll still call and catch a full house.
Yeah. You gotta play the river, man.
You do. You cut a streak that over time you'll lose all your money, but you always find that moments.
I defy statistics.
You defy statistics, but you have those moments where you catch the flops. Yeah. Where statistically it's mathematically impossible.
I do like midgets, Stephanie.
Midgets are awesome.
Midgets.
If anybody has a friend in the San Antonio area that is a little person, is that the correct word for him now? Dwarf, know. Little person, I don't know. Ball sniffer, I don't.
It's terrible.
I got that from your joke I heard the other
day. We need midgets here. A herd? The gaggle?
I can't believe we just went there.
I don't know how we got into midgets. One question, and then the whole show goes sideways.
It, off the rails.
Midget wrestling weekend in Waco. What?
Is
that this weekend? Yes, it is.
In Waco.
Can you put the address up there in the chat there? That'd be great.
Is it half price admission?
Oh, is it a two? Is that a 2-drink minimum? That's funny. That's great. All right. Well, I know what I'm. Oh man, I have to go to Chicago this weekend.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. Shit. Dan, you need to go and tape this thing.
I'm not driving all the way to Waco.
Waco's like 3 hours.
You can meet some nice people there.
Yeah, Waco's full of wonderful people.
Yeah,
and French Davidians,
like Colts.
No.
And shitty SWAT guys.
Have you watched the
No, I
Waco
didn't yet.
series?
I'm waiting until I can like really get into it.
So if you guys have not seen the Netflix Waco American Apocalypse series, I highly recommend it. Now we've all been beaten down by the constant or by so many different style Waco documentaries. But this one's really interesting because it's got a lot of new footage in it, a lot of different perspectives. You're actually talking to survivors, or they're the survivors of the Davidians.
Oh wow!
They're interviewing them. Really, really interesting stuff. And it just goes to show you once again that the ATF is a rotten, and mostly the FBI and the SRT was it the hostage recovery team, the HRT.
ATF
some criminal motherfuckers. Man.
ATF party poopers.
Some criminal motherfuckers. They need to be shut the fuck down. But the new one, a friend, we have an actor friend that's in the new one that's on Showtime. Is it Showtime or?
I think it's Paramount.
Paramount?
No.
That's one.
Netflix, whatever. One of the fucking streaming services, because now they're all combining forces.
Right.
It should be one streaming service. They should all just merge.
No, there'd be a monopoly.
Monopoly.
Monopolist. All right. Well, yeah. Check out. You got to watch that show. I'm interested to hear about your opinions.
I like killers.
Well, let's talk about some serial killers.
Yes.
Did you want to talk about the call we got?
Oh.
What call?
So Michael every day goes through the voicemails that is attached to this number. What is that? 72. I just got my eyes done.
726-842-0371.
Were you in Austin yesterday?
Yeah, I was in Austin. I was doing some advocacy work for the state of Texas, trying to advance some decriminalization for marijuana for veteran access and veteran use. So I was invited there to do a keynote speech alongside Woody Harrelson.
Oh, and get out of here!
Yeah, it was kind of fun. Yeah, so got to hang out with the old Woody Harrelson. It was a blast.
That's so cool.
Yeah, so doing some good work in the state of Texas. But every morning Michael goes through the voicemails. Right?
Is that ZZ Top with him?
Oh no, that's David Bass. He's an outstanding another veteran advocate here in the state of Texas, and started the marijuana advocacy back in 2008?
Oh wow,
around that time period. Yeah, it's an incredible individual doing great things. But so as I say, Michael goes through the voicemails every morning, and we got one of interest today. I'm surprised he called the number. Why did he just call my number?
Maybe
but we know that he watches the product, right? Because
he's a fan of the show.
He watched the Gaslighting the Warfighter, right?
Oh, okay.
And put Susan Zier in the State of the Union address 2021. Kind of crazy, but hey, man, go ahead and play it, Mike.
Hey, Tim, it's your buddy Joe Biden. I heard you were with Woody Harrelson yesterday. You looked great. Looking forward to our conversation today about the foundation. But have a good show.
Is this fucking
Tell Dennis and I.
Is this fucking guy like trolling my social media?
What the fuck?
Random.
How the hell does he know my name?
It's the president of the United States, man. Like he knows fucking everything.
Really? Okay. Oh,
Play it again.
What?
I get no shot.
I didn't believe it.
Hey, Tim, it's your buddy Joe Biden. I heard you were with Woody Harrelson yesterday. You looked great. Looking forward to our conversation today about the foundation. But have a good show. Tell Dennis and hi.
I didn't have anything in my calendar. Is he just going to call me?
Incoming call from the Secret Service.
Oh, jeez.
What in the?
Yeah, it's interesting.
Wait, what?
Apparently, Sleepy Joe likes to watch the show rather than
the only reason why, like, is that an impersonator or something? I mean, but the stutter was there
on our voicemail.
Somebody called.
The stutter was there, so it's.
I don't know.
Okay,
sounded legit.
That was weird.
All right, let's get to the game.
It was weird. It was a weird one to wake up.
Was it no caller ID on that? Were you able to look at the call logs? Does it go to like the White House number?
Can we prank it?
Can
we call out?
Lee says it's an impersonator.
It's a 202 number.
It's a 202. Oh. What is that? What area code is that?
202 area code.
That's
I don't know what
odd.
it is.
District of Columbia.
Oh,
It came from DC.
somebody fucking with us.
Somebody has to.
Somebody fucking with us.
Somebody send the prez dick pics.
Listen, I'm gullible. But
He says
I'm
it was an
dumb.
impersonator.
Was it you, Lee? All right. Well, there you go.
All right.
Joe Biden watches full Gruntle. All right. Let's get to serial killer showdown. So, how do we want to play this to where we can give away free things?
Well, me and you will debate, and then the caller will
Nobody's going to call. Nobody's going to call.
and then if we'll decide if they can make us laugh. about
Even
this
in the
situation.
comments.
Even in the comments.
Yeah. So we have 3 rounds for this segment, and we'll just we'll go through serial killer versus serial killer. We'll give some background. Kill list is important.
Oh, kill list is definitely
Their
I'm
MO.
I'm going to. Can I just read the paragraph here?
You sure can.
All right, here. This is Michael's tournament rules and summary. In this chilling 2-part segment, show hosts Tim and Dan dive into the dark world of America's most notorious serial killers. Through a twisted tournament-style face-off, they'll discuss and compare the killer's methods, kill counts, and intriguing points to determine which one of these depraved individuals will come up on top. Was that Jeffrey Dahmer? Did he like coming on top? Join them for this shocking exploration of the darkest corners of American history. All right. Did you write that?
I worked on it all night.
All right. Well, there you go. All right. Andreas saying which one to use the masturbator. All right. How can gunmetal home?
Debater.
Gunmetal home.
All right, who's up first?
Okay. All right. So we got segment 1, round 1.
Round 1.
Fight. Ted Bundy versus Jeffrey Dahmer.
Ooh, that's a
Let's look. All right. So they were kind enough to put these bios together, man. This is quite nice. All right. So let's learn a little bit about. I'll read Ted Bundy. You read Jeffrey Dahmer.
okay.
All right. So let's see. Full name: Theodore Robert Bundy, born November 24th, 1946, in Burlington, Vermont. Died from electrocution. And he was a law student, counselor at a suicide hotline. That's fucking disgusting.
Okay.
And political campaign volunteer. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Counselor is suicide. Yeah, he didn't want people to kill themselves. He wanted to save them from himself.
Right. He was one of the most notorious and charismatic serial killers in American history. He was known for his charms and good looks. Well, yeah. Which allowed him to gain the trust of his victims. Bundy confessed to the murders of 30 young women across several states during the 1970s, but the actual number of victims is believed to be higher.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. I've watched. So my wife is a big serial killer. I've probably seen every goddamn documentary there is.
Oh, yeah. They're
And
so
Ted
good.
Bundy's there was a good story.
He's
on
up there. Yeah, he was
30, not bad.
Yeah.
Probably more like 80.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, so
Let's talk about Jeff Dahmer,
yeah.
which everybody, also known as the Milwaukee Cannibal, Army veteran.
Is that what you're leading with?
He was born May 21st, 1960, died November 28th, 1994,
From what?
from getting beaten to death by a fellow inmate.
Did he get beat to death, or was I heard the story was like a broomstick was shoved up his ass?
No, he got beat to death with a dumbbell bar, and then he died in the hospital.
Good.
Jeffrey Dahmer, known as the Milwaukee Cannibal, was an American serial killer and sex offender who murdered 17 young men and boys between 1978 and 1991. Murder included necrophilia, disembowelment, cannibalism. Unique MO, targeted young men and lured them to his apartment with offers of money or sex. Gotta take your picture.
Yeah.
And watching bad movies.
Yeah. So Jeffrey Dahmer was just a fucking animal. Like if you'd seen the documentaries on him, going back to his
Just a
childhood,
weirdo.
right?
Yeah,
Bundy clearly had some other issues. There's some deep rooted. His mom was probably a helicopter mom, and he loathed her. And
what was that movie with Christian Bale where he's a killer?
American Psycho.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wasn't that based loosely on him?
I don't know.
It sounds
Sounds
like
right.
it.
Sounds right. Sounds right.
American Psycho.
All right. So what are we going to go with here?
Well, let's look at the impact they had on society.
Jesus.
Were they capitalists?
You know, Ted Bundy's was first televised nationally in the United States criminal trial.
Yeah.
And then
And he made it a bit of an act, right?
Yeah.
It was all just tomfoolery.
And then Jeffries was the debate on the role of pornography in shaping a killer's mind.
Yeah. Do you believe that? Do you believe that porn can make you a serial killer?
The internet does funny things to people. Makes them do stupid things.
Yeah.
I think you're psycho already.
A lot of laws coming out. Actually, a lot of federal laws. Or people go to jail over some stupid shit they're doing on the internet these days.
What goes on the internet lasts forever.
Forever.
On the internet. Just go back to the Wayback Machine and check it out for yourself. Let's see. Who are you going with?
I think I'm going to go with. Ted.
Yeah.
The kill count is there.
I like Ted because he's a classy. He's a classy serial killer.
He mutilated with class.
Yeah.
Like a certain level. Like he had his pinky up. When
he's slicing you into.
He stayed in character. Dahmer is just a dumbass.
Right.
Those tiny hands.
Oh my god. Hilarious. I'll give Jeffrey Dahmer points for ingenuity, right? Like the pouring of the bleach in the skull. That was different. That was different.
He was, he's just dumb.
Just creepy.
What's that smell? I'm trying some new Korean barbecue out. Dummy.
People in that apartment complex were probably. Yeah. All right, let's move on. Next, John Wayne Gacy
But
versus.
then again, wait,
What?
you can't go yet. You talked about drinking the blood out of our enemy's skulls.
What are you talking about?
That's Dahmer. He's bringing it back.
But no. But there was no enemies. He was just killing Americans.
Oh, okay. Moving on.
Right. He was preying on drunk gay dudes.
Jesus.
All right. John Wayne Gacy versus Richard Ramirez.
I've never heard of Richard Ramirez.
Yeah. Let's see. Well, fancy enough, we got the bio for it.
Oh, yeah.
I'll read Mr. Gacy.
Can we get these shortened next time?
You get what's his name?
I provide you with enough information to make an intelligent conversation.
That's right.
That's okay.
That's right. All right. John Wayne Gacy Jr. Oh man, like this documentary was fucked.
Yeah.
I didn't see this one.
Born 1942, Chicago, Illinois. Died in Crest Hill, right by my old home. Lethal injection. Couldn't happen to a better guy. He was a building contractor and a clown performer.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
That was fucked up.
So John Wayne Gacy, also known as Killer Clown, was a prolific American serial killer responsible for the murders of at least 33 young men and boys between 1972 and 1978. What's with all the serial killers just killing men and men and young boys? Like there's a serial killer in Austin right now that he's throwing dudes 30-year-olds into the river there.
Shit. I was just there.
If you're in Austin, watch out for that shit. Let's see. He buried them. He buried most of the bodies in the crawl space of his house. Right? That is fucking weird, man. Like in the documentary, they show how all the bodies were laid out in the crawl space. Oh man, fucking savage.
Yeah.
His unique MO, often performed as a clown at charity events and parties. He was also in Chicago politics. Big in Chicago politics, yeah. Managed to escape suspicion for years despite numerous complaints and investigations. Yeah. And I think he killed some. I think it was the final number that something like 40.
Wow.
That they came
That's
up.
a big kill count. Well, he's up against Richard Ramirez, born 1960, died June 7, 2013, in Greenby, California, natural causes while awaiting execution. Various occupations with various odd jobs, including mechanic and hotel clerk. Richard Ramirez, also known as the Night Stalker, was an American serial killer, rapist, and burglar who terrorized Southern California between 1984 and 1985. Ramirez's crime spree included 13 murders, multiple rapes, and a series of home invasions. He would break into homes at night, brutally attack his victims, often using a variety of weapons, including knives, guns, and hammers.
Oh.
He was captured in 1985 by a group of citizens that noticed him. Unique MO, known as the Night Stalker, invaded homes and committed series of brutal murders and sexual assaults.
Hmm.
I don't know. No, I got to go with Mr.
He just didn't do enough.
He didn't know. He was definitely underachieving.
Savage, but
He was sandbagging it.
He was sandbagging.
He's sandbagging in his kill count.
I mean, you're up against John Wayne Gacy, man.
Yeah, it's got to be Gacy. Like, you just not. No.
That's dark, dude. What are we doing here? All right, yeah, John Wayne Gacy for the win. Oh, Jesus. All right, what's next? Lost my place here.
Little tiny hands.
Gary Ridgway,
Versus Aileen Wuornos.
our only woman on the list.
Oh, there's like one on the very.
There's not many female serial killers.
Wait,
That's
who?
really just a like a white male thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aileen and who?
Gary Ridgway. I'll read Aileen.
Okay. Let me find Gary
He's
Ridgway.
right behind Aileen.
All right.
I'm
Aileen
all-
Carol Wuornos, born February 1956, Rochester, Michigan, died of lethal injection. She was a prostitute. All right. Let's see. Aileen Wuornos was an American serial killer who murdered 7 men in Florida between 1989 and 1990. Wuornos worked as a prostitute and targeted her male clients, claiming that they had either raped or attempted to rape her. She would shoot her victims at point blank range before robbing them. Oh, that's savage. I mean, this guy's just trying to make a transaction. You get said robbery and murder? Oh, let's see. Unique MO, a female serial killer. She worked as a prostitute and targeted male clients. Her signature weapon was a 22 caliber handgun. Man, that like, are you dying immediately or are you just bleeding out?
Maybe a headshot.
Let's see. Oh, there you go.
Tax-free transaction.
Eerie quotes. I robbed them. I killed them as cold as ice. And I would do it again. And I know I would kill another person because I've hated humans for so very long.
Oh, wow. She's cold as
And she
ice.
tried to escape a couple times.
Willing to sacrifice.
Oh, wait. She avoided capture. Oh, wow. Okay.
All right.
There you
Who's Gary Ridgway, right?
Yeah.
Gary.
All right. Gary, born 1949, status currently incarcerated. He's still alive. Can we get him on the show?
Can we get a comment?
He was a truck painter.
What does he think about being paired against Wuornos?
Yeah, right?
Look at that kill count, though.
Yeah.
Gary's also known as the Green River Killer, an American serial killer confessed to murdering at least 49 women in the state of Washington. This was a little boy.
Jeez.
Between 1982 and 1998. Wow, he was
Busy.
for a while.
All right.
The actual believed to be higher. Ridgway targeted prostitutes and runaways whom he would strangle and dispose of bodies in the Green River. Ridgway was arrested finally in 2001 after DNA evidence linked him to the murders.
Yeah.
He pled guilty to 48 counts of murder. Unique MO, targeted young women, many of whom were prostitutes, runaways. Strangled his victims often dumped their bodies near rivers or wooded areas.
Yeah.
Eerie quote, I killed so many women, I have a hard time keeping them straight.
He was a bedwetter.
Wow.
He pissed himself till he was 13.
Did he? Oh. I think serial killers have, like, they either piss themselves, got pegged, or ate little animals as a child.
His mother certainly had something to do with it. Yeah. All right.
Wow.
There you go. Here we go.
Yo, Ridgway for the win, man.
Ridgway,
That kill count.
yeah,
and the amount of time.
Yeah.
It took them, what, almost 17 years to catch him?
Yeah.
What?
Read that again.
Do it again.
Do what again?
Ridgway was on the run for nearly 20 years.
For nearly 20 years, evaded escape. Wow.
It's a long time.
That's a long time.
Yeah, it really is.
That
man.
dude was slaying and spraying everywhere.
Jesus.
Wow.
The Green River. All right. So let's take a quick break, guys.
Are you going to awkwardly read your commercial again? No. Did you see last week?
Yeah.
1 second. Can you hear us?
Hello.
Hola.
What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Dobiseo, ni hao.
No, not today.
Oh.
Nice phone.
Who's next?
Oh, yeah. Oh, next. Round 4. Round
Oh,
4. Or round 2, rather. We're on the opposite side.
All right. Well, I'm all out
right.
of whack here.
We got H.H. Holmes versus Albert Fish.
H.H.
Oh,
Holmes.
these are some older.
It's the original
cats.
Triple H.
Triple H. Stacking them.
Killed him with a
You
sledgehammer.
call the pedigree. All right. H.H. Holmes. I'll do H.H. Holmes.
I can't even. Oh, here's H.H. Holmes. It's all out of whack. And verse who?
Albert Fish.
Oh, I found it. Okay.
Albert Fish. This would be great if it was in alphabetical order.
Yeah.
Albert Fish, born 1870,
Yeah. Okay.
died in 1936 in Sing Sing Correctional Facility, New York, by electric chair. He was a house painter, also known as the Gray Man, werewolf of Wisteria, and Brooklyn vampire. Was American serial killer, child rapist, and cannibal who preyed on young children during the early. This was what's his name's inspiration, Jeffrey Dahmer.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Are you
I
serious?
think it was no, because I remember. I think in the documentary he made reference to this guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Fish was arrested in 1934 after a legendary investigation into the kidnapping and murder of a young girl named Grace Budd. He was found guilty, murdered, and sentenced to death. Unique MO, known as a werewolf, he targeted young children who he would kidnap. There's no kill count on here, though. Eerie quotes: I always had a desire to inflict pain on others and have others inflict pain on me.
Holmes is about 200 on the kill count.
200?
200?
200? Where is this guy from again?
He's New York.
God.
New Hampshire.
Oh no, he's born in California. No, that's no.
Born
I'm
in
sorry,
D.C.
DC.
That's gross. 200 people? Man, I hope he was treated really fucking savagely in prison. Raping children. Disgusting. All right. H.H. Holmes. Herman Webster Mudgett.
Of course, he killed
That's his
people
full
with a name
name.
like freaking Herman.
Mudgett.
Hi, my name is Herbert Webster Mudgett.
Herman. Hermie. Born 1861 in New Hampshire. Died May 7th, 1896 in Philadelphia by hanging. He was a doctor, pharmacist, and a hotel owner. H.H. Holmes is considered one of America's first known serial killers, responsible for the murders of at least 9 people. Though the actual... Oh, this is a guy from Chicago. Yeah, I remember this. Well, I don't remember it, but the hotel. The hotel's still there.
Yeah.
Though the actual number could be as high as 200 during the late 19th century. Holmes operated a hotel in Chicago, which later became known as the Murder Castle.
Wow.
Where he designed and built a series of hidden rooms, secret passages, and torture chambers to carry out his killings. He would lure unsuspecting guests, primarily young women, into his hotel and then trap, torture, and murder them.
Wow.
His disposed of his victims' bodies using a basement furnace or by selling their skeletons to medical schools.
Dude, we got 2 all-stars here.
The University of Chicago is loving it. Let's see. I was born. His eerie quote: "I was born with the devil in me. I could not help the fact that I was a murderer. No more than a poet could help the inspiration to sing." Well, poets don't fucking sing, do they?
Yeah, they're squires.
Spoken word.
Oh, wow.
Dude, we have 2 motivator, go-getter all-stars
these
here.
are some serious guys. Right? Trailblazers. Oh, right. Who's the winner of this one?
Oh, this is we need to go to the phones for this one.
Yeah, give us a call.
This is a hard-
we can't because phones suck.
All right.
Phones suck. We'll work on that.
Yeah,
Say that for a month.
It worked last week.
Oh shit! Put your thoughts in the chat.
The other one was Cannibal, though, and he inspired another serial killer.
Herman versus Albert. Herman versus Albert.
I'm gonna go with.
I didn't want to say Herman.
I'm gonna go with Herman. Wait, no.
His murder castle and his methodical plan.
Yeah, but the other dude's eating people, man. Albert was eating folk.
He was born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline.
It's, man.
Let's see. What do you think? Triple H. Yeah, Triple H.
You're
That's
gonna
the
go
one.
with Triple H.
Yeah.
Has the tiny hands.
That's hilarious. All right. We got one more in this bracket, and then we can move on to round 2. All right. We got we got 2 more actually. David Berkowitz versus Charles Manson. I think Charles Manson is really.
It's not a serial killer.
I think Charles Manson's like 60 years of hype. He's really not as savage as anybody on this list.
His kill kiss was.
He's actually quite a pussy.
He got people to do the killing for him.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
And who do we got? David Berkowitz?
David Berkowitz. That's a savage right there.
Oh, Son of Sam?
Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah.
there's no contest.
No
there.
contest.
We don't even have to go into the bios.
Yeah,
Do we?
not even. Charles Manson, you're out of here.
Manson played a little bit of California for a little bit of time. Fucking Son of Sam had New York on lockdown.
Yeah. It's good pairing, but Manson, you're a bitch.
Yeah.
We're just gonna call it.
He's dead though, isn't he?
No, he's still alive.
Is he?
I think so.
I thought he died.
Oh, I don't know.
I thought he died in
He
prison.
did die.
Did he? Yeah, you're a hippie bitch who got kids to kill people.
Right. He's
Yeah.
preying on the communes.
Berkowitz took orders from a Satan dog.
Yeah. All right. Next. This one right here, my friends.
It's a good one.
Who is it?
The Zodiac Killer versus Dennis Rader, also known as BTK. And the Zodiac Killer is still at large.
Is he really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought they caught him. Didn't they make a movie about it?
No. They've gotten closer to like finding who the person might be out of like 12 individuals, but still no identity. So, all right, who you reading?
I'll do Dennis.
All right, go ahead.
Born in 1945, Kansas. Currently incarcerated in El Dorado. He's still alive. Wow. Dennis Rader, also known as BTK, Blind Torture Kill. He's an American serial killer who murdered 10 people in Kansas between 74 and 91. Rader's kills were characterized by his method of binding, torturing, and killing his victims. He often stalked his victims for weeks or months before striking. Rader's 205. He sent the floppy disk to the police, which named metadata, got him traced back, blah, blah, blah. Signature bound his victims, strangled them, taking souvenirs from the crime scenes. Eerie quote, "When this monster entered my brain, I will never know, but is here to stay."
I mean, you got like seriously, man. You gotta be deranged.
And he liked that. He liked to. Didn't he? They alluded to it in that one series that they canceled after 2 seasons. It was really good about the. Mindhunter.
Mindhunter.
Awesome.
Yeah.
He liked to peg his booty hole and choke himself in the door. He got caught by his wife.
Are we calling the Zodiac Killer Edmund Kemper?
Ed Kemper, yeah.
Yeah, that's what they.
Who they believe it is? Yeah. He's another fucking weird dude, man. When he cut his mom's head off and had sex with her head. Fucking weird.
Jesus.
Like these guys got some serious mother issues.
All of them.
All right, Ed Kemper, the third, born in 1948, Burbank, California. He's currently incarcerated in California Medical Facility. Occupation, various jobs, including a state highway worker. Let's see. Edward Kemper, also known as the Co-Ed Killer, is an American serial killer who murdered 10 people, including his grandparents and mother, between 1964 and 1973. Kemper targeted female hitchhikers, whom he would pick up, drive to a secluded location, and then murder, often decapitating them and performing sexual acts of necrophilia. His final murders involved killing his mother and her friend before turning himself into the police. And then he like that whole situation of him murdering his mom and her mom's friend.
Oh yeah.
Weird, man. That was like the crown jewel of his entire escapade. Eerie quotes. One side of me says, I'd like to talk to her, date her. The other side of me says, I wonder what her head would look like on a stick. Yeah, this guy's. Although his kill count is small in comparison to,
but he killed his grandparents too.
He's a sick puppy.
He killed his grandparents.
Yeah. So who are we taking on now?
Got to be Kemper.
Yeah, I would go Kemper.
That's just the savageness is.
All right, we got a few minutes to burn through the rest of these. All right, so what do we got there? What do we got there, Tiny
right.
Hands?
Who we got against who?
On the right, we've got let's see. Who is that? Ted. We got Ted Bundy. We've got who's the guy in the middle there? I forgot.
How do we have
one?
3 versus? Well, I'll have to go 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2. So we got who's on top? Who's the 2 on top?
Ted Bundy versus the Killer Clown. John Wayne Gacy.
I think we go with Ted Bundy on this. I mean, he just
I'm not going to give. I'm not giving. No,
because he operated with the elite. Like he had his game on tight.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He was a master at the craft.
But so was John Wayne Gacy.
But he was more like just lacked that like little bit of like pizzazz.
He was cuter.
He was just a little bit more gruesome, grittier.
Ted Bundy is a handsome man.
But I mean, he killed with class though. Like he filleted perfectly. Cleaned up his act.
So you're saying he was like the what's his name? What's that show? Where he was the professional. He was a cop, and he murdered people that they didn't like. Dexter. He's like the real life Dexter.
Yeah, like he just operated at a level and under the radar.
All right, so Ted Bundy on. We'll knock out John Wayne Gacy.
Okay,
all right.
Bye, John Wayne.
So next row down, who's that? Triple H versus
the old dude.
Triple H versus who's that?
What's the name?
Hold on.
Kemper.
That was
Is that Kemp?
No. It was the one of the OGs.
2.
We should have wrote this.
Gary Ridgway.
Yeah, he was but Gary's one of the OGs though.
So Gary versus Triple H.
That 200 kill count though, man.
Yeah, it's Gary. It's Gary.
Yeah.
Hey, I have a quick question.
Yeah, send it.
Would you consider these gentlemen body stackers?
What was that? Excuse me. Sound like the rooster.
Body stackers.
Now that's preserved for actually killing the enemy.
Well, it also depends if they ate them or not.
Oh,
bone stackers. Oh, they're called toothpickers.
Toothpickers.
Oh my god! All right. So finally, we have in this last category. What was that? Son of Sam and Ed Kemper.
that board.
Fuck, that's a good one. Son of Sam certainly killed more people.
Son of Sam was more impactful.
We're going about this is kill count, right? Or is it class? What are we doing?
A little bit of both.
Kill count,
kill and
impact.
class, and okay.
An impact.
The impact.
Yeah.
I mean, you're like literally named after the devil.
Yeah. That had some.
That's clout.
Impact. That is clout.
Brian says Son of Sam.
Son of Sam. Yeah, we'll stick with Son of Sam on that one.
The clout there is just
very nice. All right.
Now it gets tough.
Get it out of here.
Now it gets
all right. It's a 3-way.
I don't know how that happened.
Well, it's called math, Michael. When you
Math
make a
or
bracket. Does somebody get a bye? Who gets the bye?
All right. So we got.
Just throw one out.
Somebody gets a bye.
We get Ted Bundy versus Ed Kemper. No, who's that?
It's the final.
That's Gary Ridgway.
Yeah, it's the final 3 in a Royal Rumble right now.
And the Son of Sam. We're gonna leave this one up. Oh man.
No, you know what? Let's put votes. If share this out. If you're listening later on, just put your vote on the final 3. If you listen this long, if you were smart, you wouldn't. But
how are we gonna give something away, Dan?
We'll pick I don't know.
We'll give it social.
We'll do
pick
it.
A winner.
We'll pick a winner on social.
Okay.
Flip a coin.
All right. So Ted Bundy, Gary Ridgway, or the Son of Sam. Who are you going with, Dan?
I'm going to go with. I gotta stick to my home team, New York City. I'm going to go with Son of Sam.
Son of Sam. All
Yeah.
right. Michael, what do you got?
Son of Sam. He's
Son of
notorious.
Sam.
Yeah.
Oh, that's 2.
But then there's Ted Bundy.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with the old Bunster.
You're going to go with the Bunster?
Yeah,
He's your homie.
I'm a fan.
I mean, that's a hard one.
I think
right?
Ted Bundy had a greater impact on society.
I think Ted Bundy. I think Ed Bundy throwing his touchdown in the fourth quarter.
You know
touchdowns.
what though? Michael's got a point there because all the other ones went after like trash, right?
Right.
Not that people are trash.
Vulnerable.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, they all went after vulnerable people.
Vulnerable people. I didn't mean the word trash. I didn't mean to call prostitute trash. I'm sorry. If you're a whore out there with OnlyFans, I'm sorry. But but Bundy, you're right. He went after the high class, high society.
He was smart about it.
Not only, and Stephanie makes a great point here. Not only was Ted Bundy a serial killer, he was also his own lawyer.
That's true too. Yeah, that's right. He defended himself.
Right. Because he was so egotistical that he thought that only he could represent himself. So I think that puts him in the win box for me.
I'm going with Bundy.
So it's 2-1.
I'm gonna stick with Son of Sam though.
Looks like it's Son of Sam. 2-1.
He said JD's Bundy because he's handsome.
He is. He's a handsome fella.
I'm going to dive into that a little more.
And his antics during his trial were hilarious.
It's true, but so is
well, here you go. Ted Bundy is not the winner. Ridgway, he wasn't even considered.
And yes, this is all this stuff is done in jest, and our deepest goals.
Obviously, we don't condone serial killers.
Those two old guys, man.
Vigilantes, though. I like a good vigilante. Maybe next week we should do vigilantes. Is there any good famous vigilantes?
Back in the day, vigilantes. Today, murder.
Wyatt Earp. He was
Wyatt Earp is. Yeah, let's do that. Huh? Like famous Wild West vigilantes, like John Wayne, Clint Eastwood.
That could be a fun show.
Let's do real person versus the actors that played them.
You know who John Wayne's best friend was?
Who's that?
Chesty fucking Puller.
Was it really?
Yeah, and he was so distraught that he never joined the United States military that he palled around with Chesty just because he was ashamed of his career choice.
Was he trying to be a Marine by osmosis?
I don't know. But there's so much coming off of Chesty, I would say that's possible.
Like a bro penda? He was his bro penda.
All right, guys, we're going to get out here. There's going to be one lucky winner today. So any of those people that went and shared the program today, keep an eye in your inbox because Michael might be sliding in there.
Slide into your DMs.
For $25 delivery. Where you could spend on.
Can you put the code on a picture of a rooster and send that to them?
Hey, and I just want to say thank you to the president for giving us a call. That's great. Not every day you get a call from the president. And Dan, what's the ass report?
Moderate. It's a little bit humid with a chance of moisture.
Really?
Yeah, down under. Yeah. So
really? I wonder, can we get the former president to call in maybe next week and give us the ass report?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
I mean, I was.
I would love to hear what
I was on his advisory committee. I think we can.
Let's work on
that through. Right.
We'll get our outreach team.
Pull some strings. All right, we'll see. You gotta have all.
Stephanie said, "Thank you guys. First time on this live. Great time."
Oh, great. Thanks. Well, I hope you enjoyed yourself. Had a couple laughs. Time to get back to work, guys. And we'll see you next Wednesday, 12 Central, for another episode of Full Gruntle. We'll talk about. Figure it out. We still got to put Dan on. We still put you on your.
It's
date.
Done. No, we killed it. Done. No, not happening.
I think I have a little bit more say in this than you do. So we'll see you next week, ladies and gentlemen. Until then, you.